when I'm stressed out, running low energy, reacting, this is what I do. And that awareness is, as we talk about our AAA, awareness, acknowledgement, action, then you can have acknowledgement for like, wow, I'm probably coming off like an asshole. Being right is kind of coarse. So that's a huge change.
A default pattern of always trying to be right and wanting to make his point, and wanting to be heard, and wanting to win the conversation. Nobody's winning.
Good way to put it.
Yeah, right. And he would pretend to listen to his woman, and he would pretend he was like, yeah. But he's really just putting the next bullet in the chamber of what he's going to say next, right? Of how he's going to win this conversation. It's not a debate. It's not a courtroom hearing, right? We're not trying to win. Right? We're trying to create resolution. And what his awareness was through our work together, when Michael and I spoke with him, is that, oh shit, I adopted that from my father. My father used to do that to my mother all the time. And it never ended well, ever. And I have taken on that same behavior. It's not even mine, but he made it his when he adopted it. So that awareness allowed him to drop that, to let it go, to shed that toxic behavior that has not been serving his relationship at all, and to really be present with her and listen. And guys, here's the thought. Michael, I'm going on a limb here. Tell me if I'm crazy. When somebody's coming at you, yeah, thank you. You're crazy.
What are you going to say?
Oh, I guess we could have established that from the beginning of the episode.
That's right.
This is my co-host, G. Russell Reynolds. He's crazy. Yeah. You're telling me I live in here. I know.
There's no in there, Russell.
I am all. So when somebody's coming at you, right, pointing your finger, you did this, they're angry. Instead of reacting to that, instead of focusing on you, instead of defending, what if you put on these special magic glasses that allowed you to see through that and see that underneath it, they're hurt and they're scared? No matter what the situation is. And by the way, I have in my martial arts and close quarters combative self-defense, I've had arguments with some top level guys that are stone cold killers, were underground fighters, like cage fights before the UFC, no rules. And we got into an argument and anger. And what was underneath it? His feelings were hurt. He felt hurt.
Yep.
And felt unsafe.
Misunderstood.
By things that misunderstood, felt unsafe by things I had done. He didn't feel safe in our friendship. That he didn't feel that he could trust me because of whatever. So when I was able to take myself out of it, not make it all about me, and what's underneath this? What's really going on? And address that, not the circumstance, not the behavior. Well, guess what? We're closer than ever now. So what would it be like if we could put on those magic glasses and just see beneath the words being said, see beneath the circumstances, just go, they feel hurt, they feel scared on some level, whether it's afraid that they can't trust me or afraid to be vulnerable or whatever, and address that. How do you think conversations and communication would go?
I'm going to go with much better.
Yeah, just a thought. Guess I'm not that crazy after all.
I like the limb you went out on there. That man in that moment that you're talking about, he put it down and didn't react and reply to that text message right away. So as we're getting to the end here, to bring it into actionables, because often we'll hear a message or how we hear it, as we've been talking about, and then boom, we want to just get it right back. And it's like, maybe not. There's the old practice of writing a message, then deleting it, like saying everything you want to say and then deleting it, maybe not doing it on the text field and accidentally hitting send, but something to be aware of. But to wait on it for a minute, take it in, process it. Not everything needs an exact response in that moment, timing
An
wise.
immediate response.
Right. And he didn't. And he caught himself. And as far as like a strategy, the reality is, man, you're going to probably fuck this up. You're going to respond to a message incorrectly. You're going to misinterpret, misread something, be misunderstood. So the idea is to intervene more often and not let it happen as much. And it'll make communication that much more simple. So for this man, he was able to do that. He literally was able to walk away, come back to it, and take ownership. And instead of choosing to be right, which is, yes, as you said, based on just what he had been conditioned and learned to do, he decided to try something different. And the result was pretty great. And the response back was all hearts and kisses and hugs. And and then to even celebrate that, like, oh, more of that. That's the kind of response that we're looking for. Okay, well, what did I do? Okay, I responded differently. So it's not like poof, you just let it go. I really want to emphasize doing the work, because now before he didn't realize he was doing it. Now he's responsible because he knows that that's what he does. And he identified the shadow behavior, and even more importantly, the belief structure that's running underneath, and underneath that, where he took that on. There's still more work to do, but now he can be vigilant to it. Now he can say, I know that's how, when I'm stressed out, running low energy, reacting, this is what I do. And that awareness is, as we talk about our AAA, awareness, acknowledgement, action, then he can have acknowledgement for like, wow, I'm probably coming off like an asshole. Being right is kind of coarse. So that's a huge change.
Yeah.
So find the victory, find the wins. That's a huge one. So amazing that this has all just shown up in the last couple of days, that I think are examples that you men out there are probably facing on a day-to-day basis. I know I am. I imagine Russell is too. We're constantly evolving our communication back and forth. I mean, that's just what we have to do, but we're still here. We're still in it. We're still doing it. Right. And I think I could share that we've become stronger as a result of it, because we're still here. And how many relationships have you cut off because of a miscommunication?
Right.
Or the story you created about it. So vital subject. I think we'll come back to communication a lot. If you have any closing thoughts, I'd love to hear them.